Okay, on the record in the matter of South Washington Park versus Tamika Martin, file number 23-02402 LT, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jeff Flug appearing on behalf of plaintiff South Washington Park Apartments.
Mr. Klug, I don't really know what's up with your sound piece, but it sounds like you are like 1,000 miles away.
All right, can you hear me now?
I mean, barely, but you still sound very far away. Nonetheless, today was the date that was scheduled for a 2 p.m. motion hearing. We reset this matter after the court having an understanding that the tenant had not received a notice of the previous hearing. It's currently 2:11. We've not seen Ms. Martin present via Zoom or in the courtroom. And so this was plaintiff's motion in opposition for defendant's motion to set aside a possession judgment. The defendant's motion will be denied.
Thank you, Judge. Do you want me to prepare the order?
Yes, please.
All right, thanks, Judge. I'll prepare the order and submit it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. On the record in the matter of RPM Auto Sales Inc. versus Cameron Clark, file number 23-01346 GC. Appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brent Cradible appearing on behalf of plaintiff RPM Auto Sales P75845.
What's your name, sir?
Cameron Clark.
Okay, Mr. Clark, today was the date and time set for a hearing. This is for a motion to set aside default judgment. This matter was scheduled for a pre-trial back on April 12th. You failed to appear, so the court entered default judgment. You then subsequently filed a motion to set aside that default. And so two things the court has to consider before we can grant a default set aside is that you provide me with good cause as to why you did not appear, and then a meritorious defense. Your motion indicates the car was a lemon and became inoperable. I returned the car back to the dealer. I also have proof of the car being inoperable, not due to my use. I missed court due to not getting the notice and being at work. So you weren't served with notice of the pre-trial?
I didn't get the notice. It may have came through the mail. But my mailing address is my child's mother's mom's is where I get my mail. So I didn't get the notice at that time, and I had worked that day.
Okay, let's see here. The address that we have for you is an address on Porter Street. That's the address that you even put in your motion. You can't receive mail to that address?
I do get mail, but I don't physically stay there. I just where my mail goes.
Okay, well, it's your responsibility to make sure the court knows where to send your mail. It's not our responsibility to figure out where you're picking your mail up at. Okay, and so that's still the address that you've given us, and so that's still where all your court dates are gonna go.
Okay.
You understand that? If you want to change your address, then you need to let us know that, but I don't see where you've given us any new address. You've already met with Mr. Cradible today?
Previously.
Okay, Mr. Cradible, did you all come to any resolution on the issue?
I feel that we did, Your Honor. I just wanted to just briefly correct what Your Honor stated. You stated it was a pre-trial on the 12th. That was actually the date scheduled for a non-jury trial. But yes, Mr. Clark and I spoke about what I sometimes do in these situations, and what we spoke about was potentially replacing the default judgment with a consent judgment. What my plan would be is to email him a copy of that consent judgment so that he can sign it, send it back to my office. I will sign it and get it to the court, and then we can enter that to kind of replace the existing default judgment. As to how the court wants to handle his motion today, whether an adjournment makes sense, I'm not sure. I leave that up to the court, but that is what we discussed and what I intend to do.
Okay, the court is satisfied that he has good cause and a meritorious defense, although the good cause was something that he falls within squarely your responsibility, which is to make sure the court is aware. And as to Mr. Crowderville's correction, that it was actually scheduled for a non-jury trial. You had your pre-trial back in October, and the court told you that that form that you completed with Mr. Crowderville would be used to kick out your scheduling order. So you had reason to know that we would mail you a date. And again, the address that we have is the address that you put even on your motion hearing. So the court is going to go ahead and grant your request to set aside the default judgment. We can set this matter for another pretrial date if that'll give you opportunity to further discuss resolution or finalize any paperwork as to whether or not you want to have judgment entered by consent, okay? And you still want your address or your mail to go to the address in Porter?
Yes.
Okay. Are we setting for pretrial? We'll do that.
June 17th at 2:30.
June 17th at 2:30 will be your pretrial, okay? You can't appear via Zoom for that if you have video on your phone, okay? And then if there's a resolution that is submitted and signed by you prior to that date, then the date gets called off, okay? Have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record, Mr. Crowderville?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. We'll get you a copy of the notice to appear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Doyle has, or is he still talking to somebody?
He's calling his client.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Counsel, which matter are you here for? I'm speaking to someone on Zoom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Judge, I'm here on American Express, Kevin Long.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, do we have anybody here present for Edward Sparrow Hospital?
She was here, but Emily just wrote me and says who's on.
Oh, sounds good. We'll wait. And then he's waiting for Mr. Doyle to come back.
Has the clerk checked anybody in?
Yes, you're here on behalf of Edward Sparrow, is that correct?
That is correct. I had left a message with the court clerk. She said she was going to get in touch with you, that I was delayed in another Zoom.
Yep, we did receive the message. On the
Okay.
record, in the matter of Edward Sparrow Hospital versus Jasmine Randleman, file number is 23-02925. Are you Jasmine Randleman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can come up to the table there. And then counsel can have your appearance for the record.
Yes, Your Honor. Susan Winters appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, this matter was scheduled for a review because there was a pretrial back on March 15th. And nothing, the plaintiff did not file or pursue anything after that. So it's either supposed to be a default or a joint pretrial statement filed. We didn't receive anything, and rather than dismiss it for lack of progress, we set it for a review. We do have Ms. Randleman here, and I don't know if you all ever completed a joint pretrial statement.
I'm not sure, Your Honor. Let's see here. What would they answer? I know that's how you usually do that, but I'm looking for our joint pretrial statement that we would have filed prior to the previous hearing. Let's see here. I think what ended up happening is that when we appeared before the court, the defendant was asking for itemized statements, which then we agreed to send to her. And that's why we ended up with a new date. Let's see.
Okay, so did you request itemized statements, ma'am?
That was prior to the pre-trial.
Did you get the itemized statements?
Yeah, they sent me itemized statements, and then that's when I came in I came in and I filed that this wasn't factual. So we had the pre-trial. We had the pre-trial and they weren't there. And then I thought it was dismissed because that was the conversation, but I guess it's under review.
Okay, so this is going to be treated as a pretrial then. So it sounds like you all need to complete a joint pretrial statement. She's filed her answer. She disputes these claims. And so you all need to do a joint pretrial statement so that we can generate your next court dates based on that.
Yeah, I don't see that a joint pretrial statement was ever sent to us by the court.
We wouldn't send you one, you would send us one.
Okay, all right.
If you need our standard form that we create, we can email it to you so that you can use that as your baseline. But nonetheless, I can get her on Zoom right now so that you can meet with her privately.
Perfect.
To do that.
That
Okay.
sounds great.
Did you want us to send you our joint pretrial form?
Yeah, that would be great, Your Honor.
What email do you want it to go to?
S as in Susan, Winters, WINTERS, at liwfirm.com.
Okay. Did you bring a device that you can get on Zoom with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll get you in a private meeting room and you can meet with plaintiff's attorney and see if you can complete the joint pretrial statement, which is what we use to kick out your next court date, including your date for trial. Or if you all want to discuss resolution, you're free to do that at the time too, okay?
And you want us to do that privately, Your Honor, so that this appearance is over right now?
I'm sorry?
You're not going to send her into a break room, right? She's going to contact me, or?
No, we are sending her into a break room. She's gonna get logged into Zoom and then it'll put her in a breakout room.
All right, terrific. I'll wait for the invite.
Thank you. Let's see. Daniel Best is present and Rose Lofton.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm trying to get Ms. Lofton to unmute and start her video.
Perfect.
Okay, Rose Lofton, are you represented by counsel at all? Ms.
Very
Lofton? I'm sorry?
limited.
Your Honor, if
I
I
don't know
may,
if that,
he had engaged counsel to strictly negotiate a resolution. And we actually reached a resolution about 30 minutes ago. We're going to be circulating a conditional dismissal and then filing that with the court. I'm thinking if we could adjourn this 30 days to allow us to get the entry circulated, we'd have the matter off the court's docket in well within that time.
okay. And you said so Ms. Lofton, when I asked you, were you represented by counsel, your response was saying limited, is that what you were saying?
Correct.
Okay, because it was breaking up on our end. And so
Yeah.
what is your counsel's name?
Matt Van Dyke. I can't pronounce his last name, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Van Stink is with Gormo and Kister.
Thank you so much. I'm like,
we'll reset this
I'll
30
say right
days so
now.
that you all can complete the conditional dismissal.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna give you the date right now.
June 17th.
June 17th at 2:30.
Right, and hopefully we don't see you then.
Okay.
Thank you. You're all set.
Right. All right.
Let's see. I don't have anyone to send it to. In the matter of LVNV funding versus Michael Parisian, file number 2400222, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Preston Nate, P77884, appearing for LVNV.
Also in the matter of LVMV versus Michael Parisian, 24-00, 222 and 224. These matters were scheduled today for pre-trials. The matter was scheduled for 2:30. It's 2:44. No one's appeared on behalf of Michael Parisian. How do you want to proceed, counsel?
Your Honor, I'm happy to say we did work out some payment plans. He's working with the debt settlement company who was able to figure it out for him. On case 24, the 224 case, we do have a signed consent judgment back from Mr. Parisian, so I can email that to you. We probably already mailed a copy, but I don't think it got to you yet.
Was this submitted on my file?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'll make sure we do that. And then as for the
That was
case
that was file number 224.
that was 224. Yep. So I do have that back.
Okay.
222. It looks like we sent him one. I don't know why they don't go together, but I don't have that one back yet. So if the court's willing to maybe just adjourn the pretrial on 222, I can work on getting that consent judgment resent to him and maybe get that back and filed in time.
Okay, we'll reset 222. Let me 30 days on that.
June 21st.
June 21st at 2:30 is the next date for that one.
That should be fine, Your Honor. I really appreciate it. We'll try to get this one off your docket, and then I'll make sure my file 224 for you.
Oh, wonderful. And we're all set on those two. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record, in the matter of American Express versus Kevin Long, file number 2400630 GC. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michael Kirschenheiter for the plaintiff, P75722. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Not bad.
Okay, today was the date that was set for a pre-trial. It was scheduled for 2:30. It's 2:46. No one's appeared on behalf of Kevin Long. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, we would ask the default judgment enter, seeking damages in the amount of $4,021.46 plus court costs of $116.65. Total judgment $4,138.11.
Judgment by default will enter as such. If you could file a judgment order through my file, the court will review and sign it.
Will do, Judge. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you. Okay, and then on the record, in LVNV funding versus Darius Moy, file number 24-00763, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Brian McNulty, P number 42394, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. My appearance is limited for the purpose of today's hearing only.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dan Doe, P73181, appearing on behalf of
Your Honor, we have reached an agreement for a conditional dismissal. So we would ask for an adjournment to prepare the paperwork and circulate it and get that back into the court.
Okay, so this matter was set for a review because we were here before, at least the parties were, not necessarily you two, and then we never heard back after the last court date. So as a courtesy, I reset it for a review, but next time if I don't get the paperwork, I'll just dismiss it. So we'll give you 30 days. Is that sufficient time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
June 21st at 2:30.
June 21st at 2:30, and then you'll file the conditional dismissal on my file. Any additional matters on this file?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set.